Let's see here. 4.6 news. Okay, I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Let's check this out. 4.6. What's Tomato talking about? This short video, 5 minutes long. Let's check it.
Four 4.5 has been released, which means the roadmap update is out, so we might see what's coming in 4.6, the next update and first features coming in 2026. Yay, what an exciting roadmap update. Notable changes December 17th. All the 4.5 cards have been set to released, and they've done a progress tracker update. Just a few deliverables. A reminder, when progress on a deliverable is marked as complete, it doesn't necessarily mean it's ready for release. It may still require downstream support, transition to another team for further work, or other additional steps before completion. So it has crafting, inventory, and engineering with work ending in March, January, and March of 2026 respectively. I could believe the inventory because they've been making so much progress on that and they've been working pretty hard on it. I actually thought that they might put the inventory in a tech preview this month with crafting. Like if crafting was going to happen, I thought they were going to get the new inventory in with it just to test that out and see what happens. And I don't know, who knows? Maybe they'll still get one in December. But it does give us some insight into at least what their plans are for these things. Again, like they say here, these may still require downstream support, but these probably, if they're getting upstream work completing in the first quarter of the year, then we'll probably be seeing them. Whether it's in an Inside Star Citizen, whether it's being worked on more in Star Citizen Live, or maybe even a tech preview. What sort of inventory changes are they talking about doing? It's a good question. I'll go ahead and I'll show you what they've shown us so far. It's basically taking the inventory and turning it into something that's a little more akin to your average game that has multiple things you need to pay attention to. So you're going to have your personal inventory on one side. You'll have external inventories on the other side. You can have, other way around. You can name the inventories, it says here. You can stack all, you can collapse, you can click to drag. There are going to be filters. There's a search bar.
Long overdue. I like the direction that they're going. It's not going to be perfect, but definitely like the direction.
There are multiple tabs so that you can select which box near you you're getting access to. So he even explains here that if there was a body laying there next to you, you could access its inventory rather than having to access that inventory and then back out. And then
oh, snap. Look at you, Blade. Thank you. Look at Blade coming in here, subscribing like a boss. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Access your inventory and then back out and then access another one, dropping things on the floor and doing all this stupid stuff just to transfer something to your friend. They're getting better at proximity-based inventories. So this is a concept, yes, but it was a concept back in August, I think that was. And sometimes they leave concepts to sit around for a while, but sometimes they work on them pretty quickly. If you go to Star Citizen's CitizenCon this year, and you look into what they were saying about crafting, you'll see somewhere in here. So here's what they were working on as of October. So it's getting there. It definitely looks like what they were showing. And in terms of functionality, obviously the most important part is that it runs smoothly, and we won't know that until we start to see it more. But the dev build is coming together. It's
more the aesthetic in the UI. You know what I'm saying, Aether? Yeah, I mean, like going from what you have currently to like the kiosk and being able to like load it up. It's not much different other than the UI needs to be. It looks more tailored to me. I think this is an area that needs a lot of work. I've been talking about this for about 3 Citizen Cons, you know, but I get it. I get what you're saying, Aether.
I can totally understand this coming in within the next few months, and I think this is going to be tested in the tech preview sometime pretty soon. As for crafting, they've also shown us what they have in mind for that.
Using those to craft items which are better than what they have currently in the game.
The first version is going to be primarily FPS items that you can craft, weapons and armor. For Star Citizen, crafting.
Why is this so laggy, dude? Is it just because I'm running Star Citizen?
Our primary progression mechanic.
Okay, I'm going to say to Blade, amen to you. I'm telling you right now, bro, you are absolutely right. Blade says, I just want them to let us stack similar items. That's all I'm asking. Yes, sir. That's all I want. Yes, absolutely.
Star Citizen isn't your standard MMO.
See, that's what we were talking about earlier. He said it's going to be their primary progression mechanic. That wasn't necessarily true before. That's something that's come up more and more over the last 2 years.
We don't have levels. We have ships. We have gear. We have things that you create in the world, you perfect, you research, you improve.
You get the idea. These are two pretty major systems. The inventory obviously supports crafting and supports engineering, which is its own major system. Big things are happening in Star Citizen all at once right now. And I think this is a very small and probably won't make a ton of noise announcement.
Crafting is going to be big. Crafting will give more meaning to the game. It'll give more meaning to trading. I'm still very much looking forward to a functioning economy, something that means more. And the very first thing that'll give the economy meaning is crafting. And something that's very unpopular that I will say right now, as I say things that are against the grain, I want more player-driven demand. I want pricing to be in the hands of players. Now, I know a lot of people get scared when they hear that. I know that's not the way that it is intended to be right now. You know, we're talking about everything we saw from CitizenCon. What was it, 2017? Tony Zurovec talking about this, how AI will be like the majority of pricing control will be through AI simulated supply and demand. But I really think that when you bring in crafting and people start getting the commodities and the items needed in these blueprints, which is a great idea. It's taken directly from an idea from other MMOs like Star Wars Galaxies, EVE Online, these games that we have all loved, especially the industrial base gaming base. These are classic games that people still play to this day, that they're in love with. Blueprints, great idea. Bringing in blueprints, being able to craft different varieties and qualities of the same items will be paramount to value. If you're able to craft a better quality item, it should be worth more than somebody else's item. A lot of times you're going to find a dealer or a crafter that you're going to go to on the regular because they make the best and they can charge a premium for it. Those pricing controls are really important for people that are into industrialized gaming, people that are into trading, people that are into crafting, people that are creating their own manufacturing plants. When you get the ability for land ownership and building a home base of operations and you're crafting from that area, man, that's really going to be the game changer. That'll keep asses in seats. That is going to be just the number one reason why you will have a consistent player base that continually logs on over and over again. You've seen it in these other titles. EVE Online's the reason the game has lasted so long, EVE Online has lasted so long because the industrial base is on every single day. They love the trading. They love the contracts. They love everything about it. And they're there because it's the way they love to play the game. Star Citizen taking a portion of that and applying it to their game design, I think it's great. I love it. And I just want a little bit more pricing controls from people that take the time out to craft. I think it's very important because if these people cannot have the ability to price the items that they make, they'll turn off. And then you won't have that consistency. You won't have the player base continually logging back in because they feel like there's no control in terms of the next step after crafting. The next step after crafting is, wants this item, right? Like, what is the demand for this? And if the demand is very high and the supply is very low, the person that's crafting the item should have the ability to price the item at what they believe is fair value, or even crank it up a little bit and make more margin until somebody else comes in and sees that there's an ability to bring the price down and cut them and undercut them. That is capitalism. That is the way the capitalism works. And player-driven controls give us this ability to have a more capitalistic kind of design. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Not until it shows up on the roadmap proper. And I would not expect these to actually be planned for any update until they do show up on the roadmap proper. So yes, this is exciting. They're on the progress tracker and the work has been updated to show us something coming soon, but they have not chosen to put these cards on here just yet. I'm betting what they want to do is go into their January planning meeting and make sure they actually can deliver these Q1 before they put them on there so that they don't put themselves in a tough spot. But keep an eye on this column and maybe we'll see something cool in 4.6.
Yeah. It's going to get cooler and cooler. It really is. They're going the right direction. It's just going to take a long time, and people, sometimes just don't have the patience for it. It's huge scale technological hurdles. They're the Lewis and Clark, Chris and Cloud Imperium are the Lewis and Clark of game dev right now. 1 billion collected from the player base, from fans directly. It's legit the reason why people come back to this. And there are so many people out there that have their moments where they get upset and they leave. They play other titles, but damn it, they keep coming back. They keep coming back. There is a reason for it. It's very fun. It's very fun, man.